Hey everyone,
Hi.
we're back. Sorry it took so long. We said we wouldn't take so long,
We
and we did
did.
take so long. So our apologies.
Sorry.
Last time we spoke, we were at Rockhound State Park, and then we were departing towards the Tucson area. So where'd we go? Tucson area. Went to Cactus Forest.
Which is BLM land.
Yeah, we went there. That's the first time that we went on BLM.
Yeah.
BLM
it was.
land.
It was really cool.
Yeah, it was very, very cool. There were some super old. So, how do you say the cactus?
Saguaro.
Saguaro, which is
Took me
very.
forever to get that.
It's very difficult to say. I mean,
I don't know
look
why.
at how it's spelled. Saguaro. How do you say it? Saguaro.
Saguaro.
So there you go.
Anywho,
there
it
were
was
some tall.
Yeah, there were some
old
big ones.
Saguaro
Lots of
cactus there.
cactus.
Very
but
cool.
Really cool area.
Yeah.
There were a couple. I mean, we had a couple issues. There was a firing range nearby, but it wasn't that bad.
It's kind of like being in Sand Lake.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we had people next to us, our neighbors, firing at targets all the time, so it wasn't really out of the norm for us. We had some neighbors for a few days that had some very vocal huskies, and they kept leaving them alone. It was so sad.
That was very pathetic. Pet owners.
Yeah, not good pet owners. But other than that, the site was good. It
was awesome.
Pretty far away from other people, and
saw some beautiful sunrises and sunsets. And
gorgeous
while you're
views of Picacho Peak.
while you're checking out some of those views that hopefully I'm editing into the video right now, another thing we did is scored a canopy frame. So when we were in New Mexico.
Right.
We had a little learning lesson at City of Rocks. It got a little windy one night, and we weren't really prepared for it. We didn't have the canopy anchored down that well, so in the middle of the night, I started to go check it out, and it was getting really windy. And by this time, Tracy had come out, and we're both taking the sidewalls down. She's taking the clothesline down from the inside so we can get it ready to collapse. And then all of a sudden, the wind just lifted half of it on top of this huge boulder. And we're looking up, and we see, the underside of our canopy on the boulder.
We didn't mention it earlier because we were kind of, one, embarrassed that we weren't more diligent about securing it, and two, it was pretty expensive, and it was like kind of knocked us down a bit. But
so that
Rob was great and found a frame.
So I knew we were going in the Tucson area, so I went on a couple of classified sites, and someone was selling a frame and a top canopy for $50,
which is a fraction of what it would cost to replace the parts that broke.
So we got lucky. So I drove after we set up in Cactus Forest, and we got a new frame. And maybe I'll even show a picture of the old frame next to the new frame to show you what it looks like. Basically, a lot of the suspension pieces were all bent to crap, and it was unusable. Canopy we're still using. We got Gorilla Tape on it, but so that was the score. And then there was one night that we got some rain, and I walked outside, and I'm like, what is that smell? It smelled like almost like kerosene or asphalt. It was real pungent smell.
It was weird. At first it smelled like gas or exhaust, but then that smell kind of went away, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's got like a pine and camphor, but it's the creosote bush.
Yep.
And actually, those of you that know me really well know I like to forage. So I picked some, and I'm infusing some oil right now. It's supposed to be really good for inflammation and other stuff, skin ailments. So but they're right now a bunch of them are blooming. I don't know if you can see. There's one behind us that's not blooming.
Yeah,
but they have
zoom
these
in.
really pretty yellow flowers on them, and when it rains, they release all these terpenes and oils, and it's like, I don't know, they smell really cool. Now I've gotten to the point where I love the smell. I'll go and I'll run my hands over the bush and
starting to get
smell
adjusted
them.
to it.
But yeah, it's pretty cool.
And basically what's coming off is the oils protect the leaves from the ultraviolet rays. So when it rains, you're getting the smell of those oils kind of running off the leaves.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And tons of cool cacti, and we were there 2 weeks.
Yep.
And while we were there, we bought a new shower.
Yeah, Tracy
a pump
loves it.
shower. I'm very happy about
I
that.
love it. I just used it today out here in the desert. It was
Yes.
naked behind the camper, and it worked great.
Yeah. We just attached a garden hose sprayer with different adjustments for the spray level on it, and the thing works great.
It's awesome.
There's a video on my Instagram and TikTok about that if you want to check it out, or Rob will probably post a picture.
Maybe you're looking at a picture,
Here's the picture
right now. Another place we went and hiked, which I think Tracy might like to talk about because it was an awesome hike. I mean, even for me, but you seem to enjoy it a little bit more, the Tortolita Mountains.
Yeah.
We went there while we were staying at Cactus Forest and hiked a nice hike.
Trying to make this short because I don't know how much battery we have left, but it's in a very ritzy area of Tucson. We actually had to go through Ritz-Carlton property to get to it. And they had professional trail builders build this trail. It's very long, but it's
Many
gorgeous. Options. Just beautiful. All these different views, and very. The hike has some elevation changes, so it's
quite a bit.
I wouldn't say it was easy,
No,
but it's not difficult.
It
was
a moderate
long.
trail.
I think we did 5 miles.
And
more.
there were more options to go out. I mean, you
Oh
looked
yeah,
out,
you could have gone.
and the mountains just kept going.
Yeah, we got a late
and
start,
layers and
so
layers. It looked so awesome.
Yeah, we got a late start, so we didn't do the full trail that we wanted to do originally, but the portion that we did was the Wild Burro into...
It was, geez, I don't remember.
Crap, I don't remember the second part, but it was very cool. Very nice hike. Gorgeous views. And what else did we do when we were there?
So
did we drive up into the mountains?
We also went to Picacho Peak State Park.
Oh, that's right.
And we hiked one of the trails in that park. We didn't go up to the peak. We went up quite a ways, though.
Yeah, but I'm afraid of heights, and it got to the point where I didn't feel comfortable that I could get down easily.
But Tracy's doing awesome on these hikes. I mean, she's going up some shit that she wouldn't have gone up a year ago.
I'm slowly overcoming my fear of heights. But that was the Picacho Peak. Once you get up to the top part, you have to actually climb on fencing and hold on to cables. And we didn't even make it to that because we got to this point where we had to scramble over some rocks that were kind of steep. I just didn't think I'd be able to make it back down. I could have got up, but it's the coming back down where, it just wasn't.
And it does get crazy. I've done it to the peak twice. And the last time I was going to wear a GoPro so I could show some video because it does get insane. But yeah, we went around the Sunset Trail area that leads up to it. And then it just starts getting treacherous. I mean, literally you need gloves for these cables that you have to hang on to in some areas. It's pretty wicked.
But then...
Yeah,
I think that's it for there. Went to DQ, got some ice cream.
I was gonna say it, but I didn't want to get her mind on ice cream. Truthfully, yeah, that's
got
pretty
a peanut
much.
buster parfait.
I mean, we hiked around that area quite a bit. We saw so many awesome saguaro cactus, and there's a cool falcon that was flying around. Heard an owl a couple of times. We've been hearing owls most of the places we went
lots
to.
of owls.
But then we moved on to Catalina State Park in the Catalina Mountains.
No, we went to Ironwood first, didn't we?
No, we went to...
No, we did go to Catalina.
Catalina State Park.
Catalina State Park.
Which, it's a cool state park, but they also have this overflow lot.
Which they don't tell you when you book it, that it's an overflow lot. It's basically a parking lot.
Just a big parking lot.
We were we didn't hardly have room to set up our full setup at all. We didn't have room.
No,
we couldn't put up our 10 by 10 canopy.
We did have
our awning up
out on the side, which was nice.
But you're basically right on top of each other. The park itself is very cool trails. We hiked a trail, was gorgeous. Actually had a flowing stream with waterfalls and little.
Oh, there's a picture of it right now.
Yeah, that was really cool. But the camping situation was not ideal.
But
it was tolerable the first
we-
few nights,
yeah,
but
we-
the
we
last
were-
night we were there.
We were fortunate because everyone was very respectful of others around. One of the things that we hate is generators when we go to a campground. But this place, people would run their generators for like 5 minutes when
Until
they
the
needed
last
to,
night.
and then
we
shut
had
off.
like a big, huge,
Yeah, and then the
like,
last night, right next to us,
40-foot motor home with their exhaust going right into
the awning.
right into our awning, and then they turned the generator on, and that was blowing right into our camper. It just sucked. It was
Then there were a
bad.
couple other jackholes that were running generators
Yep.
for a long time that night. But
we weren't even
overall, it
planning
was
on
good.
going there.
No,
And the
we
reason
weren't.
we ended up staying there is because we had a little bit of car trouble.
hmm